Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first day of Elfmas. Here we are.
Yay!
We have 80% of the lead elves joining us. The missing 20%, Elf Danita, is off at a book club meeting and giving out brownies. And since she's over in
No
Italy,
brownies for
it's
us.
too far for us to get any. They'd be pretty stale by the I got here. So. But anyways,
brownies in Italy sounds really strange.
well, she said that I guess she has a book club there.
Yes.
We can get all the details, and maybe she doesn't. Hopefully, she doesn't mind us giving out this little piece of information about her private life. But she's at a book club Christmas party, and she's bringing a slice of USA to it. So I guess brownies is more of an American thing than because I'm thinking biscotti or gelato. Those are nice Italian things. But, brownies, I visited Italy a couple times, but
stop talking about food.
Oh,
please.
the almond chocolate, yes. Do you like that? It's a little too hard for my liking. Like it's so hard and crunchy unless you mix it with coffee.
You
maybe
have to dip it in your tea or your coffee.
Dip it. Okay, there you go.
Costco here in this. Costco here in the state sells them, so we always get them every year.
Biscotti, yeah, nice. Yeah, and then there are those lovely deep fried Italian things that come out at that my in-laws often made. Canawille and tordille, and there's lots of different words for them. So basically, they're just deep fried dough with sometimes they have grape jelly and walnuts inside. The canawille, those are my favorites.
You're killing me. The more I say, please don't talk about food, the more food you name. It's my lunchtime, and I'm using it for this. So if my boss is watching me, I'm using my lunchtime.
You're using your lunchtime. Okay. Well, you can eat. You can grab a little snack while we're Anyways, welcome everyone. This, in case you didn't know, this is the first day of Elfmas. So the four of us are all elves, part of the lead elves team for the Secret Santa Challenge, the 2024 edition. And we're very excited to be here. We have a great group of elves. They're using Discord like crazy, like it's just going nuts. In fact, they're using Discord so much that Julie Ricketts, who is one of the WikiTree team members, she is amazing. She has done fantastic work because she's the one who's been taking every elf and making sure they have access to the Secret Santa channel. And those who are elves who've never even been on Discord before, she's helped usher them into the Discord and help getting stuff. So she's done amazing work doing that. But she says, I have to mute you guys. So if you want my attention, you have to use an to mention her, because I cannot keep up with all of the comments that are on in the Secret Santa channel. So if you're asking me something, if you don't put an @ in front, then she's not going to see it. And then we had one former elf who says, this is too much. I'm not an elf this year. I can't take it anymore. Let me out.
Yes, 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7. It really is. But great discussion, great collaboration, which is one of the best things. Oh, look at you. And who do we have here, Elf Christine?
This is Oreo. He must be in front of the screen every time I'm on.
Reindeer Oreo.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I don't have I've got my little Santa hat here. I could put that on too.
He's just looking for more food or snacks.
Yes, that's right. So we do have a wish we're going to talk about today. And elf, I invited the elf who fulfilled this wish to join us, but she said she's a little shy. So we'll talk about it in her stead, which means we can say nice things about her without her being all embarrassed. But before we do that, there was one thing I did want to mention about the whole Secret Santa challenge, and that is if you made a wish and you want to be surprised, then there's a few things that you can do. So first of all, if you've made a wish and the profile that you made the wish about is one that you are the profile manager for, by default, you'll get an email every time someone changes or updates that profile. So that's going to sort of give away the fact that people are working on it. And depending on the email, it might actually tell you what they've done. So if you don't want that, there are two things you could do. One is you could temporarily release that profile so that you're no longer the profile manager. What's the technical term? Not abandon. Is it abandon it? No. Drop
Orphan
it.
Orphan.
Orphan it. Okay. Ditch it. Yeah. Orphan it. You can orphan the profile temporarily during these 2 weeks while we work on it, and so then you won't be getting those emails. But the other thing, if you're a little worried, because once you orphan the profile, then that means anyone else can adopt it. But a profile can have more than one profile manager, so it doesn't mean you lose it forever. If that is too scary for you, there is another option. You can actually go into your settings and change your notification settings so that you only get notifications based on certain criteria, and changes in a profile could be one of those ones. Now, I've been told that by Elf Chris Feriolo. I have never actually done that myself. I get loads of notifications. Have any of you done that sort of thing, changing your settings?
Nope.
Well,
No.
should we explore together to see if we can find out exactly how to do that?
Why not?
Why not? Okay, so I'm going to start here, opening up, so we can all learn something new together. So hello to, I didn't even say hello to everyone who's in the chat. So hello, everyone who's here in the chat. Glad you're able to join us. Yeah. So of course, the other yoke does mention, of course, the simplest thing is just don't read your email. I would love to just say, for the next 2 weeks, I'm not going to read my email, but that would be deadly, because when I come back to it, I mean, already I get so many emails. Let's see. So if I go to, edit here, what'll happen? My communication preferences. Who can see my tree? Have you taken? Are you interested in anything else? Okay. So this sets up the stuff at the top. Okay.
Will you show us?
Oh, I thought I was. Oh, hello.
No, you're not screen sharing.
I'm not screen sharing. There we go. So let me go back. Okay. Okay. So here I am. I'm really not doing very well today, am I? In terms of paying attention. Let's go back to my profile. So here I was at my profile, and I clicked on the little edit button at the top here, thinking maybe that's where I changed the notification settings. But no, that just changed it changes communication preferences, but that means who I want to communicate with, who can see my tree. If I've taken a DNA test, the tags, and the little message at the top. So, and let's see, miscellaneous settings here, none of that. So that's not, it. So where would it be? Is there anyone in the chat who knows how to change the notification settings so that you only get?
But for what I know, you don't get notifications for anything, for everything, I mean. But you can follow a profile, and then you get notifications with that plus button.
So it's on a profile. So if I went to, let's say I went to my grandfather's profile here. Where would you see that?
Is that the plus sign besides the search box? I'm not so sure.
Search box.
Above.
Oh, here. That's adding it to an extra watch list.
Oh.
I don't know. We will have to investigate. Maybe someone, when I start, maybe I should switch gears and we'll start talking about the wish for the day. And if one of you can contact Chris and see if you can get details of what he was talking about, that we can answer this, or we'll answer it tomorrow in tomorrow's video. But anyways, let's go back. So the wish for today was wish number 123. That was given. Of all the wishes, we boiled them down to a paltry number. What was it? 386 wishes.
Oh, yeah, but it grew. We have like more than 360.
Oh no. Okay, 360 some. So the wish we're going to do today was number 123, and the elf who submitted this wish, or who fulfilled this wish, is Melissa Jameson. And here is, I'm just showing you Melissa's profile because she's not here. So we can't interview her and thank her personally for all this, but we can talk about the wonderful work that she's done. And you can see she's very, very connected. She's done lots of work. Look at all the stickers that she's got here, the badges. And there's the stickers. She's even had a poem written for her by David Draper. Isn't that nice? Cool. Melissa Jameson. So WikiTree are so fine. Her passion for genealogy simply shines. With every edit, she adds to our history a special treasure, a true legacy. Her research skills are truly top-notch. A detective of sorts, she never botches. Her dedication to accuracy is clear. In her hands, our family tree steer. Melissa, a wonderful WikiTree indeed. Her contributions to the community we need. A gem among gems, a rare find. In the world of genealogy, she truly shines.
No.
Thanks, David, for writing that lovely poem for our fellow elf and WikiTreeer, Melissa. So Melissa has done a great work. So here is the profile, the starting profile. So the way we did it this year, we organized things a little differently. What we did is after all the wishes were submitted, and thank you to those who did submit wishes and who used the Google form to do that, because that helped do that initial categorization for us that before was really painstaking. This time it's only mildly painstaking because there was still a bunch of work to follow up on that, but at least some of the stuff was already in the right category, so that was nice. And what we did was, instead of putting all the lists and creating a huge table for a giant free space page that would be unwieldy, we used categories. And so mostly Christine, I helped a bit, and Danita did some too, but mostly Christine categorized every single one of those 300 plus starting profiles. So here's the starting profile for this wish. It was about Margaret Alma Mills, maiden name Davis. And the wish was, it was submitted by Pam Morris, and she says it involves two profiles, this person and her mother. She writes, I found multiple names for this profile's father. 3 different censuses looking for both parents have left me really puzzled. I would love to know. So it's a matter of parentage. So presumably the mother was the same on all those censuses, but the father kept changing. So like what's happening here? So you can see, well, we don't have a before and after shot. We should have done like you do, Elf Vicky, for your profile makeovers. We should have taken before and after screenshots of these profiles so we could have seen what they look like.
Yeah.
But go into the changes, we can always preview it that way, because we can see this was when Christine added the category and the description. Then if we go next change, you can see, there we go, is that Melissa?
And you can always go back to the previous version and then return to the last version.
Can you? Oh, I'm always nervous about doing that.
I did once, yeah.
And it worked?
And no problem, yeah.
Okay.
It worked.
Maybe I'll do that offline.
Yes.
Or maybe I'll let Melissa do that, because I don't want to mess up anyone's work, all that. I mean, I know it's all
but I previously did a backup. I copied all the code.
Copied all the text. Yes, that was brilliant. Okay. But anyways, you can see she's adding links. And then there she goes adding tables and whatnot. So let's just go back to the final one. So she's added a lot of stuff here to the profile. And in fact, if you look at all of her contributions, look at this stream of things that she's done. Look at all those edits. Isn't that like
So satisfying.
so satisfying? Yeah, this is great. Great work. But the really cool thing that she did that I really want to highlight for this little segment, we're hoping to highlight different things in the 12 days of Elfmas, so that you're not bored. It's not always the same thing we're talking about. But what Melissa has done here, I mean, amazing work on this profile. But the question was to find the parents, right? So not only, so she tied it up, she added stuff to this profile. But the real gold nugget here is that she created a free space page that summarized all the research that she did and all the findings she had.
Wow.
So when you click on that, you get here to this free space page. Now look, even the index goes on forever.
Wow.
So it's so well organized, so logical. It's a dream. I don't know if her profile tells us if she's a librarian or an archivist or whatever. She's been obsessed with genealogy. Okay, well there you go.
And since you mentioned, Melissa is a frequent participant in the profile makeover, and she likes to do makeover for unknown profiles. So she's very generous.
That is very generous. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here is her free space page documenting her research. So she, first of all, talks that there's the goal, there's the research goal, right? To find and validate the name of Elma's father. Note the submitter said there were 3 different names in the records. And then there's research. We're starting with a general search for Elma and see what records I can find. There's the birth record, which does list Morris Davis. So that's probably that's got to be the name. The one that's on the birth record is the one that we're going to go with. And she did notice that the mother's maiden name was mistranscribed. So that's important to know, because that will throw you down the wrong rabbit holes if you keep following the wrong transcription. Then she lists all of the times that Elma herself, so that's the main character, on the daughter, the one whose profile we're starting with, all the times that she's listed in census records, and then of course the family that surrounds her. So there's the original father and mother and a little brother. And then we have, by 1920, her mother was widowed. So right off the bat, so she probably, this Elma wouldn't have known her father for very long. I guess she was 13 in this. So he was alive when she was 3, and he'd passed already by the time he was 13. Actually, if we go up here, back to the original profile, it doesn't say that we don't have a death date for him yet. Okay. Then now we're going to move on down. There we have a different last name for the mother and a different head of the household. And so Willard Plum is listed as her father. She's listed as the daughter of Willard Plum. So there's father number 2. And then here comes father number 3, Glenn Mills.
Wow.
So no wonder she's confused. And then we have the marriages. So the marriages of Elma, and then Elma's mother's marriages. And look at Elma's mother was married 4 different times.
Wow.
So one before Elma's father, Morris Davis. And we couldn't actually find his marriage record. So there's there's something still left that would be nice to be tracked down. And then the 2 other marriages after that. And she wasn't content to so she's solved the mystery. She knows who the father is. She knows who the mother is. She's got all these extra marriages added. But then she goes on and finds all the details about the siblings too. So, and there's the conclusion. Father was Morris Davis, and stepfathers were Lloyd Peck and William Plum. And then there's a biography for Morris Davis as well. And even some extra notes about other Scrams who could be related to the family through the mom. Look at all that. And so all of that, 22 sources later, anyways, wonderful work, Melissa.
Great.
Isn't that neat? So look at this nice full. So there's the father.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so we've got this profile was created by Melissa just 2 days ago, and the mother's profile had already been created by Pam, but Melissa has updated it and listed all 4 of her husbands on that. And in Elma's, the siblings, all those siblings that were listed as well. So as I scroll over it, if you have the WikiTree browser extension installed, then you can see when you scroll over that list, if they're a half sibling, that pops up.
Mhm.
So only one of them is a half sibling. Oh no, 2 of them are half siblings. Right, the Softland, from the first marriage, and Plum from the third marriage. Yeah, of the mother. So pretty impressive, eh?
Wow.
Great job.
Uh-huh. So, do we have anything else that we want to add for today?
No, I just want to say that not all elves are requested to build this free space page. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Please don't feel intimidated by this.
That's true. Yes, that's an excellent point, Vicky. Because I mean, everyone has their own specialty and their own strengths and whatnot. So research and documenting that is obviously a huge strength for Melissa. I didn't use free space pages for the longest time when I first started out, but I have taken to using them more and more as even if they're just as a temporary holding tank for ideas and links and whatnot. They're helpful. But when they're nicely organized and then they're shareable, then that's something definitely worthwhile, which helps. But not everyone is comfortable doing that, and you're right, you don't have to do that. And the other thing is, like, I like to fill out the biography, which always takes longer for the profiles I'm working on. So I've technically finished the wish. I started working on Saturday afternoon. I solved the puzzle about the parents and connecting them to their connected them as requested by the wish on Saturday night. But I'm still working because I'm adding more profiles and filling out more biographies. So I'm my own worst enemy that way. So and some people don't like biographies, so that's why elves, if you've got the details down and you want someone else to do the biography, put it in the check it twice category and let people know that you just want someone to flesh out the biography. And some elves love doing that, and so they'll do that. So yeah, great work. Anything else before we let you go? Okay.
No, I mean, we really didn't close the elf list. So if somebody wants to join now, you can still do it. We need all the help.
We've got lots of wishes, a lot of wishes. So yes, we could use a few more elves. Yeah, we'll take.
I need someone to look at my wish, please. That's why I'm calling for more elves.
Do they need to be able to read Spanish to do your wish?
No, not at all. No.
Oh.
Everything's in English.
Oh, wow, cool.
That was your question, right?
That was my question. Yeah, because I was thinking, do we have to go to Spanish church records?
Of course not. No.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Okay, then. Well, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for joining us for day 1 of Elfmas. And we will see you tomorrow at 12 noon for the second day of Elfmas, when we will talk about who knows what. We'll see you later. Happy Elfmas.
Bye.
Bye.